Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SciTrek maneuver, where I'm Sarah with my co-host Greg, and we are going to be starting a new live stream every other week where we are going to talk about everything Star Trek. And we are very excited to get this going. And today we're just going to kind of do an intro and talk about why we love Star Trek. And you guys can get in the comments and tell us why you love it too. So, Greg, do you want to start us?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, hey everybody. So glad to be here today on the first episode of the SciTrek maneuver. Love the name. I'm super excited to be a part of this. Sarah, thank you so much for starting this thing up and then having me be part of it. I'm super glad to be here.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Star Trek, I want to say in like middle school, maybe even a little earlier than that. I discovered the original series as a kid, and I read the novelized versions of every episode of the original series, and then started watching The Next Generation in syndication after school every afternoon at 4 o'clock on Paramount when I got home every day. And from there, it just kind of became part of my daily routine, and I fell in love with it. I went to Star Trek conventions as a kid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. My family was nice enough to take me to do that stuff. There was one in Norfolk, Virginia that we went to where where those who were at the convention could go to visit the actual USS Enterprise.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, I mean, the aircraft carrier, the actual aircraft carrier.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the Starship. But in Norfolk, Virginia at the Naval Yards. And cool. I don't know, like it's part of the reason why I became an actor was because like this is the kind of show that I want to be on. You know, I love the messaging of hope and of exploration and all of the themes of it. And it actually drove me to become an actor because this is the kind of thing that I want to get behind. You know, the kind of messaging of a hopeful future that I want to get behind. And now I'm out here, and now they shoot Star Trek in Canada, so I'm really in the wrong country to do that.
Yeah.
But I do have several friends who have been on the shows, and I've actually been a part of the LA theater scene for years, and have seen LeVar Burton on stage out here, Gates McFadden on stage out here. Armin Shimmerman and I sat together once while watching Gates McFadden doing a play in Hollywood. That was a great time. It's pretty funny that tangentially I'm kind of like associated with a bunch of Trek folk now, and still not there yet by myself, but I haven't given up on the journey.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's me. What about you, Sarah?
Well, I started like a lot of people, just because I'm an old lady, but anyway, watching reruns of the original series, like in the late 70s when I was a kid, and it just fascinated me. Like I don't know what it was about it, but it really gripped me because I think it was just something so different than anything I'd ever seen on television before. I mean, as a kid, I don't think I really understood necessarily what the messages were, what the stories were, except for that one episode with the people with the black and white faces. That one was pretty obvious what the message was there, but I thought, I mean, for the late 70s, the special effects didn't really look that bad yet. This is only, 10 or so, I guess it was over 10 years since it had come out, but
it's
just the aliens are really cool and everything.
Than the OG seasons of Doctor Who, at least,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was some stuff where it was, obviously, rubber suit and all of that, but
oh sure, the rubber suit.
Of course. There's some other two where the makeup was a little obvious, but for its time, it's still, even by in the late 70s, I think it still held up fairly well. And I just really loved it. And I just, it was kind of on an independent network, which I think they all were at the time. But, it was in that late afternoon block of reruns that, all these networks always have.
Yes.
So, that 4 to 6 or whatever time frame. So, every day I'd have that on and watch the reruns of it, and I really loved it. But I wasn't really on TNG right when it came out. I was in high school when TNG came out. Kind of was aware of it, but just, being a teenager, just had other things going on, just didn't really pay that much attention to it. And I think, like a lot of people, I don't think I thought it would be as good as the original. But once I graduated from high school, I started working with this guy who was a big Star Trek fan. I'm trying to mix up SciTrek and Star Trek.
No, there you go.
He was a big Star Trek fan. He'd, go on about how good it was. So about halfway through the series, I started watching it and, caught up through reruns and everything and loved it. Best of both worlds, just everything. It was just like really good. I think I liked it even better than the original series. Watched DS9. Didn't like DS9 at first. Thought it was kind of boring. Called it Deep Snooze 9 because I thought it was just kind of slow, boring. And the first couple seasons, you have to admit, are a little
at first
slog sometimes. Yes. So I kind of gave up on it, but I did watch Voyager and Enterprise. Really loved the Doctor and Voyager. And then later, gosh, probably, what was it? At least 10 or so years ago, I was like, okay, I got to watch DS9 like all the way through, whether I think it's boring or not. I'm going to watch it all the way through. And it is now my favorite Star Trek series. So the Dominion War stuff is just
great. Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, I do feel like that Deep Space Nine is the strongest of all of them, which is ironic since it was the one that and Gene passed during while it was being made, and you can kind of see when it happened. I mean, I hate to say it.
Right.
I really I love the idea of the utopian future where there's no interpersonal conflict and we're all a united front in order to go and pursue excellence and knowledge amongst the stars. All for it. But you can't tell me it didn't get more interesting when characters really started behaving more human, or or the idea that not everybody is always on the same page, and you have like because there's a lot of gold in them Lar Hills mining, interpersonal conflict for moral conundrum, ethical dilemma, and that does lead to space battles and aliens. I mean, like look at any Klingon episode, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, but I think Deep Space Nine is the best of them because it was the first of the series to show that it's easy to be a saint in paradise, and it's so much harder to not be. It's so much harder to be a saint when you're not there. When you're not under the idealized conditions, and you're just seeing a whole bunch of people out on the frontier trying to do the best they can with what they got, and making decisions and making incredibly impactful decisions based on the information they have and their moral compass to guide them, and they dealt with religious extremism. They dealt with all kinds of topics, genocide. I mean, like shit got real. Shit got real on that show. And
the stuff with the Cardassians and stuff was really good.
The occupation, Kai Wynn.
She was great.
Yeah, no,
she was Nurse Ratchet, right?
Yeah, and God bless, because you want to talk about an incredible performance, an incredible character. As a kid, I hated Kai Wynn, and now as
everybody
up, I'm like, oh, what an incredible performance! Just made me loathe her entirely. And like as a performer, I appreciate that so much more now, so I'm firmly in the camp of Deep Space Nine is the best of the shows. And I think it's because, Ben Sisko is like one of the best and most complicated characters in Star Trek. And I love everything that they did with him, so I will admit I am not up to date on Starfleet Academy yet. I know that they have done things to resolve. Yeah. If you hate, precisely. If you hate Kai Wynn, she did her job. And my God,
Yeah,
did
that
she?
was her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved. I'm actually kind of in the middle of doing a watch through of DS9 again. I'm kind of
Yeah.
about halfway through getting towards the end of season 3.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it was a Garrick heavy episode, and I love Garrick.
Oh yeah,
Just
bisexual
he's a
lizard spy.
great
Yes.
character.
Oh yeah.
He's just such a great character. This, super spy turned tailor, and of
Mm-hmm.
course he's just a tailor.
Just a tailor. Yeah.
Just a tailor.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
all this stuff.
they
Just
may
his
have broken my
character is
bones,
so
but I got
great.
off several cutting remarks that shall wound them for ages.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just love his attitude. His character. It's so good.
Yeah.
And just his relationship with Bashir, and and just having O'Brien on a regular basis is great too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
why is O'Brien must suffer a trope that just became one of those things? It's up there with
Yeah.
Troy loses her powers as okay, he has to suffer terribly at least once a season, you know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that one where he suffered like 20 years in jail in 5 minutes or whatever that episode
80,
was. I
80
forget.
years of prison in
8 years in
5
prison.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah. And then at the end, after
Yeah.
that episode, it was never spoken of again. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh, that PTSD doesn't exist anymore. We'll just move on,
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they did do some PTSD stuff with Nog though, which was really good. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to
In
the point
later
of
episodes,
rewatching
yeah,
that, but
after
yeah.
the Dominion
That's
War
really
and
good.
everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Jem'Hadar.
oh yeah.
Great
I
Yeah.
I really appreciate the fact that was they really went for it with humanizing everybody, for lack of a better term, because and don't get me wrong, Next Generation and the original series, they gave us this incredible utopia where everybody works together, but you also had the tradition of the Badmirals, and everybody that's not on your ship is an asshole for some reason.
I love the Badmirals.
Yeah. Yeah. That I think that they had interesting ways of portraying utopia,
Yeah. I mean, even on TNG, they showed there was some flaws with the Federation, with the Maquis and all that.
The forced relocations
Yeah.
I like the fact that they especially later episodes of Next Gen, like they were really firing on all cylinders when it came to humanizing drama, and they and taking real life Earth issues and space coding them to be able to make it easier for people to digest them, and then get a little bit of empathy and understanding for what it's like, so I that is the job of sci-fi, I think, is being a moral mirror to society that we hold up. And whether it's almost any generation of Star Trek is incredibly good at it. And I will argue and die on the hill that Lower Decks is the most Star Trek of all Star Trek shows.
Yeah, I started watching that. I gotta
finish.
Piss
off with that, but I stand by that. Yeah.
Yeah. So far, I've really liked it. So I haven't seen every single thing Star Trek. I didn't finish Discovery. I kind of gave up on it, so I should probably finish that.
I enjoyed Discovery. I did. I think the idea of the human raised by Vulcans that's doing her best to rediscover humanity and what that means, and kind of unlearn what she's learned so she can have, or to live truth, is a very, very important thing. And also, just I know a lot of people are like, oh, but she's crying all the time, and that's like one of the main criticisms of the show, is that the idea that crying makes you weak. I don't think that's true at all. I just
I mean, it's good to have those emotional moments. Maybe they didn't have to have as many as they had, but I didn't hate Discovery. There's things I like. It has its good moments. It has its kind of lulls. It's again, I haven't watched the final season, and I think a lot of people say that it got better. The last season was pretty decent, so I
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I still have to catch up on Starfleet Academy, and I still have to catch up on the last season of Strange New Worlds. Like, I completely missed that. I was in production when that was rolling out.
Yeah.
Forget it. I did not see it at all. Yeah. Although, one of the things that I was seeing online that are these short Trek cartoons. Like, have you watched those? Yeah. So apparently there's a bunch of like shorts that are supposed to be comedy, but some of them are just weird and dark.
Okay. I know they did some shorts for like Discovery, and I saw, I think, the first batch of those that they did.
And,
but
they did some for Discovery. But those were live action.
Yeah.
And then they had, and Aldous Hodge was in one of them. Like they had some, that it all had like a lot of eerie, foreboding stuff about the future. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I can live. Yeah. In the Pale Moonlight is, I think, one of the greatest. It's one of the top 10 episodes of television ever made. Absolutely. It's just so good. And yeah, that's the whole, it's easy to be a saint in paradise and where that came from. Because you're dealing with, murdering a man in order to, murdering one man or Romulan, one Romulan in order to save the entire quadrant. And what's the, yeah. Littlefinger with the opinions. I see that. I see you. I see you. I see you. You're welcome to have that. Yeah. I got distracted by that. Where am I going with this?
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Beyond the stars.
Yeah. So the short treks. No, they actually did like for between seasons of Strange New Worlds, they did little animated cartoons. And some of them are just plain fucking weird. Like, let me see.
Very short treks. Is that what they're called?
Very short. Okay. Yeah. There was one of them. Yeah. Oh, they're non-canon. Thank God. God. Yeah. Let me see. Holiday Party. Oh, the Holiday Party. That was one that I watched where he showcases where Spock showcases a blooper reel at the First Contact Day party, and it's all like crew members dying horribly, and he thinks that this is what's funny or what humans would think to be funny, and it's like literally people getting vaporized or sucked out into space, and he's like trying to laugh, and it's one of the weirdest I've ever seen. It was.
I'll have to watch those. Yeah, they're only like 3 to 4, like 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah,
they're fucked up. Yeah, but it was, like I remember Jen and I were sitting there watching this, going like, "What the hell is this?" So it was strange. It was very, very strange. Oh, right. Aaron Locke directed one of them, or wrote it. I actually met Aaron at Comic-Con a few years ago.
Oh, cool.
That was fun. He's a nice guy. He worked on Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy.
And that's another one I need to catch up on.
And my friend Bonnie Gordon was the voice of the computer on there. So
awesome.
Yeah, so I get to see she also works as a magician's assistant at the Magic Castle in Los Angeles and is a hell of a singer. She's got a couple of albums out. So
oh wow.
You see, she performs with a band called the Flux Capacitors, which is like a Back to the Future theme band. And yep.
I didn't do it.
No, that was Harris is hiding in the background here, guys. So if you're seeing the comments popping up, he
causing trouble.
While he may not be on screen at the moment, he hasn't given up controls of the show completely. But we're very glad for the help. I'll tell you, yeah, Tony, I gotta agree with you. I feel like DS9 has like some of the strongest ones.
There's some great like space battle stuff too. That's really good.
And it's not just the battles; it's they really dig into like what is war, And when they were first airing, it's like the Gulf War is going on. Global conflict was at an all-time high. There was just so much happening in the world at the time. You're dealing, and there's a lot of allegory for the Middle East. In it, I mean, there's no question. It's barely veiled, it's so thinly veiled it's not even funny. So they were writing about what they were seeing on TV or on the news every day, and it's all right there. So I appreciate the fact that there is a like taking inspiration from current events may seem like a shortcut to some, but when you're dealing with sensitive stuff like like those kinds of conflicts, it takes a certain amount of guts to do it and then do it well and pull it off. So, Deep Space Nine. I don't. Yeah, I would love to see a DS9 movie. Sadly, I mean, you know, I think that I don't know if we'll get a Picard style show again. I mean, or Cisco or anybody else. I felt like that they kind of got shortchanged in that department a little bit. But then again, Voyager didn't get one either, and you know, there's
but I don't know where you could go with Voyager because they're back on Earth, right? Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old show. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're amazing. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Be warned, guys. There will be spoilers on this show. Just FYI.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. Might as well.
Mostly for episodes of TV that aired 20 to 30 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine anybody who hasn't seen it would be watching us anyway. So.
Yeah. Fair.
I don't know.
The next generation. I don't know. I would be a fan of seeing the Star Trek Legacy series that everybody kept begging for. I would love to see that. Yeah. It turns out that again in the game of Greg's celebrity connections that I'm just going to flex about.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I have none. So
yeah, well, a friend of mine from a summer program I did in Virginia between junior and senior year of college. Friend of mine's out here. She's worked in TV a lot more than I have, and Todd Stashwick is her freaking dungeon master in her regular D&D game, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, you know. And Todd apparently is the one who's gotten the cast in, because you saw how like for a while there were so many cast members getting together and doing actual plays and stuff like that. Todd was the guy behind all that. Yeah, no, 100%. You know, that was he was the ringleader. Yeah. So. I love that.
I like they play D&D.
Yeah.
I want to play. I never learned how. I really want to though sometime.
Oh, I mean, well, that's a whole other podcast, but you know, I will absolutely run a game for you at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, we had talked about that before, so that would be awesome.
Yeah.
What else did we like about Star Trek?
Isn't Star Trek the next generation Star Trek? Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Star Trek Academy.
I mean, I could see that.
It kinda, but it has some. It's not 100% horrible, but it's just there's some kind of the writing is a little sometimes, and I think, you know, get into the teenage angst stuff a bit more than I would like, but I get what they're trying to do. I don't think it's as bad as Jay goes on though. I mean, I don't know. I just always think of New Trek. I guess it's because
I love Jay, but I'm going to say this. I feel like Jay decides he's going to hate something and then finds reasons to do so, like he did about the musical episode. He literally admitted to me when we were talking about it that he's like, well, I decided I was going to hate it since before I saw the trailer. And then he's just been looking for justification. And I'm like, well, shit, man, if that's your attitude about it, then yeah, no, you're never going to like it. There's nothing going to change that. So, yeah.
Now what I was going to say flitted out of my head.
All good.
I think like for me, I think I just kind of I sort of like older Trek and New Trek are like just different things. I kind of separate them in my mind rather than try to make them fit together because they really don't that great. I mean, they try to keep the canon the same, but I don't know. They kind of mess with some things like why did they change how the Klingons looked in the beginning of Discovery? Didn't make sense.
Why'd they change them in the beginning of Next Generation?
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
there's that great, speaking of good DS9 episodes, they revisit that a little bit.
Yeah. We do not speak of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't speak of that. Yeah, that was great.
And then they did in Enterprise. They made a whole season arc out of it, you know? So.
Yeah, it's funny. I guess I like the TNG era Klingons. I think that's just a perfect look. I love the Duras sisters. I would love to dress up as one of them sometime, but I just don't have the skill to like pull together that kind of a thing.
Cosplay to do that's a heavy lift right there. That's not just the outfit. That's prosthetic.
I think I could be a good Duras sister, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to find somebody who is good at doing that kind of
I
stuff.
think that there is a valid reason for changing the Gorn, and that's because
Yeah,
in
it looked
in the 1960s, man, it
Yeah.
was a guy in a rubber suit.
Exactly.
They have a better and that is not gonna fly on,
No.
2020 TV. That's just not,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I understand the complaint, but
Mhm.
how do you make dude in rubber suit that's supposed to be super scary, how do you make it super scary? You make them the fucking Predator, and
Right.
that's what they
Exactly.
did, and I
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have no problem with updating, and I think
Mhm.
canon is important, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember reading all the novelizations, and my God, the novelizations were not canon, and nobody was talking to anybody else.
Yeah.
And the number of times where I
Yeah.
read a book, and it's like, oh, they blew up the Potemkin, and I'm like, well, that happened 8 times now. Like every book, they were blowing up the fucking Potemkin. I don't know why, but it was just that
Yeah.
was the ship that got named
Yeah.
whenever they needed a ship to be destroyed. So, like,
Memory beta.
if the novelists had all been like talking
Yeah.
about it and changing things up.
Yeah.
No, I don't think canon is a dirty word. I think it's only a
Right.
problem when people are using it uh when they're so obsessed with it that it becomes um gatekeeping, and when it
Right.
becomes
Yeah,
something
I
that
agree.
uh when they use it to such an extreme that
Mhm.
it destroys
Yeah,
people's enjoyment of the show, or the experience.
right. Some people
It's
just want
not
things so strictly followed in canon, but sometimes canon doesn't make sense. You need to tweak it a
also
little,
that,
you know? Yeah, I mean, there needs to be I guess, more lenient in, like, they need some wiggle room to make things make sense
Yeah.
and there's just some things that are just outdated that need to be kinda tweaked to make more fit more in the modern world. Things like that. I mean, I think as long as, like, the real fundamentals stay the same, I think you're good.
Yeah.
As long as they're not
Exactly.
fundamentally changing, like, what the Federation is or whatever, that kind of thing.
And I think this is why you saw like
Yeah.
the 800-year jump to the future and everything else is
Mhm.
because they had to get unfettered from a a timeline that was so crowded, where you
Oh,
had
yeah, the
multiple
timeline has
series.
gotten very
Yeah. Well, in
convoluted.
the in
Yeah.
the in the in the 24th century, you're seeing like
Mhm.
so many different shows, so many different things happening all at once. It was like so restrictive
Mhm.
on what you could do in
Right.
terms of new storytelling without risking contradicting a TV show from the 80s and 90s, or the 90s and aughts. It's
Mhm.
so yeah. I was surprised when they jumped ahead to the 32nd century with Discovery, but I don't
Mhm.
mind the idea that they're doing that
Right.
now, and
Right.
the way that they have the Federation knocked back on its heels, and it's been,
Mhm.
like burn and all this other stuff,
Right. Yeah.
it shows that utopia is something that isn't guaranteed. Like you have to fight for it.
No.
You have to
Oh, yeah.
maintain
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
You have to
Yeah.
you have to continue to struggle for it every day. And
Mhm.
that sometimes the universe is just bigger than you. And that's
Right.
gonna
Yeah.
be yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that they freed themselves from the shackles of
Mhm.
strict canon, because now you can hand wave stuff away and you're in,
Right.
like a more open field now,
Yeah.
telling less restrictive.
Yeah.
And I think
I
that's
almost wish the series almost would have started there in the future rather than all these prequel. I want, let's look forward more instead of
yeah.
going back. And it seems like a lot of things are going back. And I like the idea of the burn, like how it happened. Not a big fan of that storyline,
Mhm.
but I like the idea of some catastrophic thing happening like that. And the Federation is having to kind of build from the ground up because when they do that time jump, right, the Federation is just the one guy in that space station, right? That's the whole Federation. And yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
that also shows
but
like how hope endures, you
mhm.
know? Like
Oh yeah.
there was it was there I thought there was a very elegant symbolism to the whole thing. And I
Mhm.
really I I think for dramatic purposes, I loved it, and I did not
Mhm.
think too hard about the logistics behind that,
Yeah.
because but
Yeah, that was a little, but
because, I mean,
anyway.
you don't wanna sacrifice, like, some, at the end of the day, we are watching a fictional story here, and sometimes in order to get your dramatic moment across and have it land properly with its proper intentions, you have to like hand wave away like the logic a little bit leading up to things, because the message is more important than the means,
Right.
So
yeah.
All right. And Ben. Okay, interesting. Well, again, I'm not up on Academy, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. I still have to watch all of Pluribus before Friday. God help me. You know.
Oh yeah, because Cisco's off with the.
Yeah, he's off with the Prophets, but I understand that they do something to resolve
wormhole aliens or whatever they're.
Yeah. They from what I
cool.
understand, they do something to address that in one of the recent episodes of Academy. At least that's what my Facebook feed tells me.
There's a one
really hard to not be spoiled on all that, So a lot of ringing endorsements for it here, let me tell you. Yeah, I see.
I wish I had
feelings,
time to play video games, though. I can't just sit there and focus on a video game.
Yeah, how many kids do you have?
Well, they're grown up, but my youngest daughter, she's a special needs kid. She's 20 now, but she's not really 20-year-old, a regular 20-year-old. So
Wait,
my attention is just too divided to be able to like focus in on that for a long period of time.
Yeah, I keep for the longest time I thought that you were a lot younger than me, and that so the idea that you have that your youngest is 20 is like
Yeah, my oldest is 22. She's in college. Well, she's in college. She's still living at home, going to school. But
sure,
that's fine.
And that palatial mansion that we see there with the grand piano in the back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gong Show. All right.
And I didn't have time to like load up a bunch of new ones. I got to get a cool Star Trek background. So
yeah, I should actually try to
get rid of this
at all.
Green screen someday. I hate having to do the green screen thing. I wish I could have like a real set, or background. It would look a lot better. But this is what I got for now, so I'll work with it. But,
all right.
What's all the question marks about?
What's all that about?
About. I agree, though. Academy is okay. Like, there's some good moments and there's some eye-rolling moments.
Yeah.
Well,
you also got to remember it's the first season of the show, and if Star Trek, I still maintain that if Star Trek: The Next Generation was made today, it would be canceled before the first season was over.
Because that's the thing that sucks.
People forget that. The first season of TNG sucked compared to where it wound up, the first season or whatever, until the end, it didn't really find its footing until season 3, and even then, it wasn't until Best of Both Worlds Part 1 that it really hit.
Yeah, it took off.
Firing on all cylinders, and that was the season.
Once
finale.
Riker had a beard, that's what everybody said.
Once Riker had a beard, once the uniforms had collars, I mean, that's when
they got rid of those jumpsuits. Were terrible. I hated those.
But it took that long for that to settle in, and that was 40 something episodes in. That was like 46 episodes in. That
and there was some real
the season finale of season 2 was a fucking clip show.
Yeah, and then season 1 with those mind control, or those kind of
the mind control
alien things or whatever.
They killed the one bad
and then
role,
they had
and
that guy blow up, which was a bit much for Star Trek.
Yeah. It was like something out of fucking Scanners.
Exactly. Really, you're gonna have a guy blow up and Star Trek?
I think a lot of people, and the episode, and I mean, I've said this about Fallout, and I'll say this again. The episode runs are so much shorter, and the expectations for a series to perform are so much higher right out the gate that people have no patience to let something find its feet.
Right, and that's kind of sad. So
that's incredibly sad.
I'm worried about that with Stargate. I mean, that's why it's kind of get the word out there. Okay, even if it sucks, everybody watches, so they keep going.
Y'all just got this back, and now suddenly, and they haven't even started shooting yet, and already the people are worried about it getting canceled.
Right. I mean, that happened with the Lord of the Rings thing too. people were already shutting it down before.
Yeah.
I lost one of my headphones here. Anyway.
Yeah. God forbid there be black elves and dwarves, but hey.
Yeah, it's like I just didn't get like why that mattered. It's like they're dwarves, whatever. What difference does it make? I mean,
because
the
some
books?
people,
I don't know if the books even
some people are terrible and
explicitly
miss the messages of the media they consume completely. I mean,
right.
that's
Right.
the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it blows my mind the number of people who can watch something like Star Trek and still have hate in their hearts, but that's a whole other debate for another time. That's
I mean,
that's a deep dive, and I don't know if I have enough coffee.
Yeah, we're getting into like social media world and just negative gets more traffic than positive.
Yeah. Well, there is that. And I think that there is a financial incentive for people to just shit on stuff because that's what generates outrage and clicks and engagement.
Yeah.
Positive reviews don't get as much attention. And you can be new and angry and different, and you could be like the sole voice telling it how it is when you're negative about something.
Right. And then the gatekeepers
who are like that without care and without caution, I would venture to say, have never been the ones to actually go out and create something of their own. Nothing of substance, at least.
Yeah, it's not easy to do that and try to. I mean, there's a lot of things you got to know about Star Trek if you're going to do a show, and like it's going to take a lot of people just to do the research to make sure you're keeping all the canon straight and all the timelines, and it's just like that's a lot harder than I think people realize.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, look, I even enjoy the Kelvin timeline stuff. I feel like Star Trek 2009 is the best Star Wars movie ever made. So
yeah, don't say that to Jay. No, it's good. He thinks it's a good movie, but just it's not Star Trek. I just view it as
I think it's the best Star Wars movie ever made. Hey, hi Harris. Yeah. I said what I said. Come at me.
I like how they cleverly
get at least 3 of these every episode now. All right,
exactly.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. I like how they cleverly split off the timeline. I think that was a great idea.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like that's just another version of Star Trek. To me, all of this doesn't have to fit all perfectly together. It's like there's 3 worlds of Star Trek in my head. And I'm just like, okay, this is what that one is like, and I just obviously the original series and the 90s Star Trek was like the peak. That was the golden era of Star Trek on television for me.
Sure.
But and I think for most people too. But we forget like there's people that are, have been born like after that era of Star Trek was over, and they're just the only thing they're getting is new Trek, and I think maybe they're liking it more because they haven't watched the older stuff.
Sure.
And I mean, everybody should watch all of Star Trek, but
although I would argue that my God, the original series has some classics, but Jesus, it's slow.
And the misogyny is a little bit,
and that's the other thing is that for as progressive as it was at the time, it has there are certain aspects of it that have not aged well.
No, I mean at the time it was considered a very progressive show,
incredibly and disruptively so. Like they were intentionally going out there and pushing the boundaries, which only tells you where our society was at the time to say that that was transgressive.
Like the Kirk Uhura kiss, was I mean, there was places in the South where they wouldn't air the episode.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but a black woman in charge of the bridge, without any question or comment. How about a Russian at the helm?
Which
at the
that
height
was
of
a big
the Cold
deal.
War. Or the Kirk admonishing that lieutenant that was criticizing or was being all racist to Spock, saying that racism has no place on our bridge. It's just like like how hard do you have to hammer that shit home? Like it's not subtle in the least, but
no.
That was they were speaking to the time, and trying to and God bless Roddenberry for having the balls to do it, you know, and thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Lucy, for, you know,
I was gonna say Lucille Ballmer,
like,
husband,
you know,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, making it happen, because it wouldn't have happened without her, you know, like they're just, yeah. Thank you. I think that I get where a lot of people complain about the new stuff, and you know, how they've changed the Gorn, how they've changed the Klingons, how they've changed all this stuff. Dude, I watched like David Tennant Doctor Who, and I watched Matt Smith Doctor Who, and I watched Christopher Eccleston Doctor Who. 9 is my doctor, don't at me. You know, but I went back and tried to watch like the OG stuff.
Oh yeah, it's very low budget.
Well, it's not just very low budget, it's slow and it's poorly made, you know, and people will, the rose-colored glasses of retroism. You know, it's like, at the time I can understand why it was revolutionary, but you know, I think now I'm of a generation now where watching Next Gen for me was like, oh, this is new and everything. And people, we also have the internet now, which we didn't have back in the 80s and 90s, over the outrage about the new Klingons with Michael Dorn, you know? I think, you know, that there's outrage about there's a certain romanticizing of the past, and how the past can't be questioned, how the past was perfect, and anything different from the past is wrong. And I think that that's just an attitude that people hold on to in general. But it's not necessarily about Star Trek or TV. You know, that we look at the past as like this some idyllic vision compared to where we are now, and anything that deviates from it is corruption. But I think that in the world that we're in today, with media moving as fast as it does, with everything moving as fast as it is, you got to have things change with the times, or otherwise it becomes irrelevant. You know what I appreciated in 2000 in Star Trek, the movie. I love that you know, you saw like romantic relationships where people are getting thrown out of the quarters, you know, with their clothes being thrown at them and stuff like that. Like, I loved having like that level of humor and humanity. You didn't see anybody else getting like the angry walk of shame. You definitely saw Kirk and Riker both laying more pipe than a plumber's union.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you know, they kept it. You know, they generally kept it. I don't want to say chaste, because that's the opposite of that, but they kept it very, very, very clean. And I appreciated the fact that you had younger, faster, sexier storytelling added in. But again, I also feel like the JJ verse for Star Trek is the best Star Wars ever made. So yeah.
There's things I like about it. I don't hate it. I mean, Beyond was really good.
I am a JJ hater. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like him, and Michael Bay are two creators, and I used to be a big JJ fanboy, but I got really tired when I realized that he plays from the same pool of tricks on everything. You know? So, oh hey, Paris, it's your favorite. Time to fire up the SciTrek OnlyFans here. I'm gonna give you a
speaking of the boing sound.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, here, let me get it in the vertical. There you go. That's for all y'all. That's for the sickos.
SciTrek OnlyFans. I don't think that'd make much money.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What can I post cat feet pics? You know, that'll maybe then I'll actually start seeing a paycheck from around here. That'd be fun. You know, I can sell pictures of my cat's toe beans. Hey.
I mean, we just have to start one of those, you know, there are people with like feet fetishes. We just all have to take pictures of our feet.
No, I'm just going to, for Wiki feet. No, I'm just going to submit Bailey paws. You know?
All right. Now
oh my gosh. Oh, and you know, Battlestar Galactica. Let's touch on that real fast, because Tony, I see your comment here. The one show you guys really talk about is the OG BSG. Yeah, I never watched the original. But
Well, Harris and I will be.
Oh shit. Okay, that'll be
Once
fun.
we're done with Farscape, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the original, the OG BSG, and watch everything through the new stuff. Newer stuff, I could say. I guess the new stuff really isn't new anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OG BSG. Well, I've never watched the original, but I did see the 2003 version. And actually, fun fact, I was in a movie with Starbuck. So cool. I did a really when I first moved out here, I did a really terrible sci-fi movie of the week. That literally wound up on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss those days. Sci-Fi Channel had a big run there for a long time where they did like B monster movies.
Yeah, and
Sharknado being the most recognizable of that. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and God knows Sharknado kind of went.
Yeah, that went too far. But that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
But that was what they knew what they were doing. I think with that they just were not afraid to go there and take it to that extreme, and they knew how bad it was, but everybody just loved to watch it anyway, But
yeah, and then it was just like, let's see how far we can jump this shark, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, literally.
But no, I did a movie with Katie Sackhoff. I wasn't in any scenes with her, but I did get killed by Don the Dragon Wilson. That was fun.
Oh.
So yeah. You don't ever see my face, but I was shemping in as a bunch of different things. I was an android, I was a terrorist, I was a whole bunch of different stuff, and you watched me get blown apart at one point, and like Don Wilson jumped out from behind something and stabs a guy, and stabs an android in the neck, and I'm the android. It was a great time. But yeah, my 6 degrees to Battlestar is like 1, so that's my that's my
she's a good Mandalorian too, I guess. So
you fed them hold on a second, sorry guys.
You
saw me feeding them. I'm a little busy. Sorry. Yeah, I fed Ginny, her food's under the bed, so okay, well good. Yeah, so please take this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Our cats managed to convince us to give them 2 breakfasts today. So.
Typical cats.
Bastards.
Yeah.
And Bailey does not need any extra food. He is. Yes, I would say yes. It is very tall. Is a problem as an actor. The average leading man is 5'10". I'm 6'5". I am so much bigger than so many other people. I've been told numerous times, "Oh, we'd love you for this role, but you're 6 inches taller than your co-star. That doesn't work for camera." And I'm like, "Well, just get them apple boxes." And they're like, "Yeah." So
they don't want to do that. Yeah.
Don't want to do that. So I'm very limited in the character types that they're going to let me play. So I have a breakout role. I was told by a casting director when I first got out here that I had to gain either 100 pounds of muscle or 200 pounds of fat if I wanted to work, because you have to be one of the 2 extreme body types when you're my size in order to be seen. And I think that's bullshit. I thought it was bad advice. But also unhealthy advice, because they want a guy my size to be like Street Fighter level of muscle. And that's as much as I've tried, that's just not going to happen. So I think, but I do put myself out there for suit roles and heavy makeup roles and stuff like that, and I have gotten them before. That is one of the times when my size is an advantage. But I'm like, I'm Shakespearean, guys. Like I've I can walk and talk and chew gum at the same time.
Right.
There's a lot I can do, and the problem. Here's the thing. Here's the difference between art and entertainment. Entertainment has you pigeonholed, okay, and they want very specific things, and that's what you're there for. You want to get pigeonholed because if you become the guy that is the tall guy, Hollywood's tall guy, you will work forever, and you will work constantly. Oh yeah, that 6'5" just play the main henchman. Yeah, I get the henchman and I get the best friend, or I get the monster. Like those are,
or you get the Dave Bautista kind of thing.
Or the Dave Bautista, and I ain't built like Dave. I'd be happy to do the makeup. I've done zombie makeup. I've done all kinds of horror makeup stuff before. There's, I have the Zen tolerance to deal with not touching my face for hours and hours at a time. And let me tell you, Brent Spiner having to deal with it as long as he did playing Data, that is discipline, okay? Because that shit itches. So not being able to touch your face while you have these makeup applications.
Right, or you have to sit there and like poke, so you don't do damage it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying.
And the contact lenses too.
I've done horror contact lenses and I've done effects contact, and they're the worst. They're the worst. You know, I used to wear glasses and I had LASIK about almost 10 years ago and haven't looked back since. But it was. I
know I want to get a lens replacement, but that's expensive.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I think that, you know, in entertainment, you are very limited in because casting has zero imagination. So you are very limited in what they will put you into. And I can already feel Harris just nodding along, you know. I mean, you know, but I'm not British, and they're not gonna, you know, and they made it very clear that they weren't going to use anybody that wasn't British in any of the projects. So, meh. But I mean, hypothetically, you put the right wig and beard on me, I could. I
mean, but, I don't know. They just wanted it to be, I guess they figure it's just such a British like thing all the way around. They just wanted to keep it that way.
Yeah, and they keep casting British actors who can do American accents instead of American actors out here.
Right.
Another trend that is always very frustrating. Or Australians are a big one. Yeah. Yeah. Where was I going with all this? Oh yeah, so entertainment, you're pigeonholed. You're expected to, you know, be a thing, and that's it until you get the opportunity to break out. Hence the breakout role. Tom Hanks was a comedy guy until he had the opportunity to break out in the Philadelphia. You know.
I mean, and he's a great. Why are comedians such great dramatic actors too? Lots of times, I guess, you know, the inner pain. I guess.
You know.
Yeah.
Of
course, you would say that, David.
Of course. Yeah. I got you.
We get it. All right.
And then I like this. We need Harris doing A2 work for us all the time now. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like getting laughs.
What's that for?
Good Lord. All right.
Background noise.
But art, which is not shackled to which is not shackled to playing to the lowest common denominator. I play a lot more stuff. I've played all kinds of different roles, you know, as an artist when money making isn't necessarily the point. So,
I've thought about taking an acting class, not to be an actor, because I mean, I'm like, anyway, like who, you know, like they need another middle-aged woman to try to be an actress, but but I just thought of it just to see if I can do it, and just as like kind of like a self-growth confidence builder kind of thing. You know,
nothing wrong with that.
And there's places around here in Seattle that, you know, do that. There's, you know, entertainment stuff around Seattle.
Tons of great. You got Seattle Rep. You got all kinds of stuff. You got all kinds of companies up there. And, you know, and the thing is that don't just follow your heart. You know, no, there's no reason to not explore it. I mean, it's worth doing. I think that, you know, studying acting has made me a better listener, has made me more empathic, has made me more thoughtful and sensitive, and, you know, and made me more willing to engage in the why, you know, why people are the way they are.
Because you have to kind of dig into that when you're developing a character, right?
I have played incredibly loathsome people that, you know, people that I couldn't stand or hate, people that I would hate. And I still have to find something within them that I resonate with in order to play them honestly, you know, and that is not an easy thing to do, but it's
like Wynn, the actress who plays Wynn, right?
Oh my God,
circling back to Star Trek.
Louise Fletcher. And Louise Fletcher managed to, whether it was Nurse Ratched or Kai Wynn, she managed to find humanity in that role. And honestly, yes, if you hate Kai Wynn, she did her job 100%. At the same time, you know, I think part of what was infuriating was that there was a logic. I'm not saying she was right, but there was a logic and a reasoning behind what she did and where she stood, you know. And some of it was, oh, I'm corrupt and a devil worshiper. But you know what?
Yeah, and then trying to make like she was all like, you know, following what the prophets would want or whatever.
You know? I mean, she's her character was wonderful at illustrating like You know, be wary of false prophets, you know, and those who wrap themselves, you know, carrying a cross.
Right. She just was really power hungry or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I took from it anyway, but yeah.
Yep. That's fair. Fair is fair.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh, that's a great question. Who's more likely to the Kobayashi Maru?
Me.
Probably.
I don't know.
I think.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Did we lose Greg?
But yeah, but I'm just.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Curious. What did Sarah lock up? Did we lose you?
You're getting a little glitchy.
Oh, there you go.
All right, there we go.
Oh no.
Or one
of us is. One of us is.
I think it's you.
It's the Spider-Man point now. You're the glitchy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that meme. That's great. Anyway.
So, yeah. So why do you think you'd be the one to survive the Kobayashi Maru?
I don't know. just a gut feeling. I think I'm smart enough to maybe figure it out. I don't know. I don't know if I'd actually be able to do it because he actually hacked into the program.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, James C. Kirk infamously reprogrammed the simulation because he didn't believe in no-win scenarios, and in his own way proved that found a meta solution to the problem that also was valid in its own psychological fashion.
Right.
I think I would play it by the book and go down in a blaze of glory because that's just, because the whole premise of it is how do you handle failure, and that was actually like as much as everyone wants to celebrate Kirk being the rebel that he was and rewriting the scenario so it was no longer a no-win.
Right.
He missed the point of it, and but in doing so missed the point of it because it's not a test of competence, it's a test of character.
Yeah. And he definitely, arrogance is definitely a part of his character.
Yeah, precisely.
So
it reminds me of the commander's test, the episode with the commander's test where Troy had to, where it wasn't about finding a solution to the problem, it was ordering a friend to their death and being able to do that. That's the responsibility. Like that was the test.
Right. That seems more like a true test.
Yeah. And so as much as we could be like, oh, he doesn't believe in no-win scenarios and that's a badass, it's like, it's also, it's missing the point of it.
Right.
So that's a whole debate I could have, or that's a whole essay I could write right now. Maybe that's a video essay I got to do is like, why cheating at the Kobayashi Maru was a bad thing,
Yeah. No, it is, but everybody always just kind of laughs it off and like, oh, that was so clever. Like,
they also don't talk about how Scotty, now this is in novelization canon. This wasn't actually, so this is like, no longer canon or beta canon, I guess,
memory beta.
Memory beta. But apparently Scotty rewrote it and turned it into a fucking dogfighting flight simulator and took out the whole Klingon fleet, allegedly. So,
that's kind of a cool, non-canon.
Yeah.
Beta
so it wasn't just Kirk. Scotty was like, oh, fuck this. And just, turned it into, flight simulator with phasers. Yeah.
But didn't Kirk actually face kind of no-win scenarios I can't think of a specific thing, but I think he was faced with that at different times.
His entire saga with Khan was nothing but a giant no-win scenario. And then losing his son in Star Trek 3. And then, like just discovering that he's got a kid in 2 and then losing him in 3. It's like, that's a brutal,
That's pretty
and also Kirk's only got one kid. Okay.
Yeah. With how much he gets around the universe.
Yeah.
It's like, there should be some half alien Kirks out there.
He doesn't just have a Starfleet uniform. He's got a pipe fitters local 107 card, so.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's not like they, I suppose, in the future, birth control is really good, but still, you don't know with those alien races,
Yeah, absolutely.
Not everybody has their genitals in the same place, right?
Oh my God, that was one of, like, when I was a kid and saw Star Trek 6, I laughed so hard at that. I laughed for a solid 10 minutes at that because it was just too perfect. Yeah. Oh boy.
So I know, I suppose, I mean, well, we'll talk about it off camera, but anyway, we've done an hour. Are we getting ready to wrap up, or we want to keep going?
I mean, I want to get more, a little bit more from the chat real quick. What do you guys? Okay, we see all the hate. We definitely see some choice comments about what you don't like about New Trek and stuff like that. My question for y'all is, what do you love about it?
Yeah,
I want to get some love going in the chat here. I want to know what you guys. Yeah, Littlefinger, absolutely, just one that he knows of. Yeah. But yeah, what do you guys love about Star Trek? I mean, I've opined about it endlessly for this last hour, and Sarah, so have you. But yeah, what do you guys like about it? Peter, Littlefinger, Icarus. Come on, Dave. Where you at? Oh, it got quiet in here all of a sudden. Tony,
all aboard, I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking.
Nobody's talking. Oh,
yeah.
Are we just in a chat channel full of haters?
Just fill it with the sound.
Say one nice thing, guys. One nice thing about Trek.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why are you here? Are you just here to watch me be stupid? Yeah. Oh, Deanna Troi.
Oh, I don't know about her character. She's an all right character. I like her and Riker's relationship.
Yeah,
it's good.
The relationship with Worf was very forced, although I did appreciate the nods he gave to it in Picard. I really did. Honest, I'm going to be honest. And I walked the picket line with Jerry Ryan several times during the last strike, and Jerry is an incredible human. I really like her.
She seems like it.
She's an awesome person. 7 of 9, when Voyager first came on, 7 of 9 on the show was a huge turn off for me, and actually I stopped watching.
Yeah, you're glitching a bit. Uh-oh. Well, maybe we're gonna have to go because he's frozen in time.
Oh. I crashed.
We're getting glitchy.
Harris, you got to plug the Ethernet back in, dude. Yeah. So Deanna Troi. Let me. My gosh. Oh, my chat is scrolling all of a sudden. All right. Yeah, strong characters, strong writing. More the moral dilemmas, the moral conundrums, the stories. The idea that people dare dream of a utopia, and then what it takes to fight for it.
Right.
Yeah. YouTube's running out trash talking. Yeah.
I liked 7 of 9. I think towards the end, and it's interesting that her and Chakotay, I guess, got together, but that wasn't on the show though, right? That was like a canon thing. Anyway,
I think that's headcanon. I don't think that was.
Yeah. I thought there's a reference to it though, late in Picard or something. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. No, I totally forgot.
If there was, I missed that completely.
No, you're probably right. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head. I think
the only two that have like canonically boned that I'm aware of are Janeway and Paris, but that's when they were lizards.
Oh yeah, when they turned into lizards.
And when they evolved, and then left a clutch of alien kids in the middle of a planet somewhere and just abandoned them completely.
Yeah, that was a little, and then we just kind of forgot that ever happened.
These are not the children that you're looking for.
Right.
Wait, wrong.
Like franchise. The thing that
my mind to your mind.
Harry is actually like alternate universe Harry.
Yes, that is so fucked. Oh my god, that is so fucked. I remember watching that and being
forget about that too.
Wait, the real one got sucked out into space.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that melted my brain when I saw that.
About it.
Like, what
they just forget that entirely that ever happened.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think they actually do address that in Star Trek Online, as a matter of fact. There's a whole storyline revolving around finding the OG Harry. Yeah.
You kind of forget. You even forget that happened like after a while. And it's like, oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, you're not the one that's from here. Hold on. Yeah. I like how they just like had that happen and then hand
Yeah.
waved it, being like, just forget that this is like an alternate universe.
Don't
Harry.
look
Like,
behind the curtain. Just
no,
this is the way it is. You know,
so fucked up. Yeah,
yeah.
You know, justice for Garrett Wang, guys. Justice for
Yeah.
Garrett Wang. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
We're
want to talk
spoiling
about
everything for Harris here, but anyway.
Yeah.
But you'll still enjoy it watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Q is another one of my favorite characters. I love Q. Some people hate Q. I love Q. I think John Delancey was a perfect Q.
Yeah.
Just perfectly cast to do that role. It's just
John Delancey,
awesome.
big LA theater guy. He worked at the Matrix Theater for years. I go to this theater in Hollywood, the Matrix Theater, and you could see cast photos from like the 70s through the 90s, and he's in like 20 or 30 of them. It's like a bunch of Star Trek alumni are in that. You know, it's crazy. Like I get such a kick out of that. But John Delancey, big theater guy, incredibly talented dude too. So, yeah. Sorry, my phone's ringing, but I'm gonna ignore that. We'll let. I gotta turn my notifications off. It totally just disrupted my entire desktop. So, yeah. My wife is running off with the phone to handle business.
Business. Yeah.
Business.
You have business.
Yeah, you know, we got to make the
well,
money.
hopefully I can come down there sometimes, like at least like for a weekend or something, and just get to meet all you guys and everything.
That'd be great, dude. That'd be fantastic. I got to get maybe come down for WonderCon or something. We could all like as a channel go. You know,
that'd be cool.
I have to renew my pro registration at one point because it expired and I don't get free passes this year, and I'm very annoyed. I missed the deadline for that by like 2 months. Yeah.
Well, you're busy.
Completely
you're a little busy.
I was like, oh, I was up for renewal. Shit. Oh, it's already closed. Shit. You know. So yeah. I'll do it in August whenever they reopen it. Yeah, but no, we should absolutely do that. Absolutely. Right. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you get a minute, I still have to sit and watch this myself, but I don't have to watch it necessarily because I lived it. But hold on a second, because I when I was at Edinburgh Fringe this year, I did a debate show at the Edinburgh Fringe, which is better, Star Trek versus Star Wars, and of course I was repping Trek, repping it real hard. Had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I posted it in the SciTrek Facebook group at one point a long time ago.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah. My wife goes off on the greatest rant of all time of who's got better hair, Deanna Troi or Leia, and it's a sight to behold. It's incredible. Yeah. Hold on.
Troi has better hair.
Yeah, where did it go? Tell me it's in here somewhere. I'm now scrolling.
I saw that, but I remember you talking about doing the debate.
Yeah, here we go. Copy link address. Oh, now it's just a terrible Facebook link. Hold on. But yeah, it was live streamed, and as a result, here we go. I got it. But yeah, go on ahead. And if you want to watch me like rip a hole in the other franchise, it's a good time. Like as my Star Wars buddies told me, stop, it's already dead.
Yeah, whatever. Harris.
Yeah.
Says the guy who's never watched all of Star Trek.
Yeah. Ooh, talk about. There we go. That's the whole thing right there. So go ahead and enjoy that. Yep.
Oh God.
It's cat feet pics only, guys. That's all it is. Cat feet pics only. Yeah. So yeah. But if you wanna have a good laugh and then come at me the next time we're on. Yeah. Awesome.
We have to get some Star Trek sounds, like, a beam up sound effect and stuff like that.
Torpedoes here. We need some other stuff. Yeah, only pause. Yeah, we really should. We really should do only pause. I mean, honestly, my cat is so lazy and entitled. He really does need to start earning his fucking rent around here. Living in LA is expensive, and he's basically just mooching at this point. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have 2 cats too, and a dog. So.
Oh yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up.
Yep.
All righty, fam. Well, I think we'll. If it's good with you, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you for joining us for the first episode of the SciTrek.
I enjoyed having this little convo.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Oh, my wife just heard the name of the podcast for the first time, and she's chuckling at it. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. By the way, if anybody's interested, if you go to events.thestagecrafts.com, we have a whole bunch of stuff happening in our theaters here in Los Angeles, and a lot of it's streaming online. So if you want to see some live theater happening in LA, you can actually watch it live on stream. And
I'll have to catch that.
Yeah. So Radical Wasteland coming up. Harris is telling us to remind you guys that coming up Friday, Radical Wasteland, we're talking about Pluribus, the show that I have to watch all of in 48 hours. And then Sci-Fi Sundays will be happening.
Yes.
I will be asleep.
I will be there.
While you guys chat, I will definitely be asleep.
I'll probably be there Friday too. I guess we're talking about Pluribus.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yep. So, but I hope you guys definitely enjoy the convos. One day I will tune in for a Sunday. I should at one point, but I'm Saturday nights are always late for me, and it's just I got to sleep at one point. You know.
No, don't blame you.
Yep.
Totally fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All righty, fam. Well, hey, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 2 of the SciTrek maneuver, and then in the meantime, next week it's back to your regularly scheduled Stargate programming, right?
Yep.
All right.
Stargate Outpost, where we'll talk about something more fan films, maybe. I don't know. I'll ask Harris.
Oh, dude, I have an idea for a Star Trek fan film I want to do so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I know we had talked about doing a Stargate one because we watched a fan, or I wasn't on last week, but I watched the fan film they talked about, and I'm like, we could do something like that.
Seriously, no, and we should talk about it. You know, and I still want to do the post-apocalyptic Shakespeare at Wasteland Weekend, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
All righty, fam. Well, hey, we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Until then, live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye. Signing off.